In this lesson, I'm going to show you a breathing exercise that'll help make your speech more connected. I'll also show you how this breathing exercise is connected to our intonation. I'll show you an example from one of my students who made a recording for me, and part of it sounded a little bit choppy. Let's listen to my student.
Bill doesn't have a job. He still lives with his parents, even though he's 35 years old.
That sounded a bit choppy. Notice how he said, even though he's 35 years old.
Even though he's 35 years old. Even though he's 35 years old.
Instead of even though he's 35. I said that in one breath of air. So we're going to do an exercise to learn how to do that. First of all, you want to make sure you're not doing shallow breathing. We're not just breathing from here. We want to make sure we're getting the air down into our diaphragm, so you want to feel your rib cage expand a little as you take a breath of air. Then you'll have more breath in you, and you can let it out for a longer period of time. You want to let your air come out over the whole sentence. So let's inhale, say, for 3 seconds, and then exhale a humming sound for 5 seconds. Good. Now, as you practice that, eventually you will say, hey, I can do that for 6 seconds, and then 7, and then 8, and then 9. And if you can get to 10 seconds, that's pretty good. That might be all you need to say a long thought unit in English. I breathe in for 3, and I hum out for 10. Good. Now, as you do all that humming, notice how your face is vibrating. The bridge of your nose is vibrating. Your lips are vibrating. All of that energy is coming forward, and that's what we want. When you speak, you don't want to swallow everything you're saying. You want the air to flow outward. So let's try humming again, and notice how everything's coming forward. Now let's try that again, just so you can get the idea of what it feels like to do it wrong. This time we're going to do it with a vocal fry, where instead of bringing the sound forward, we're trapping it in the back of our throat. It's not comfortable, it doesn't sound good, but you'd be surprised how many people do that, and how many students who are learning English do that. You could try humming your favorite song, such as Happy Birthday. Everybody knows Happy Birthday, right? Now I can breathe. Inhale. And now I can breathe. Okay, so try doing that with your favorite song, where each line comes out in one long exhalation, no stopping in the middle. Now let's try saying a word. Let's take the word workaholic. Some students might say it like this: workaholic. Work. I'm kind of swallowing it, a little bit of that vocal fry, a little bit of using the back of my throat instead of making the sound go forward. So again, I'll do it wrong. Workaholic. Now, let's do it better than that. Workaholic. Inhale. You might not inhale for 3, right? Sometimes we just inhale for 1, but you should get that breath really low and still feel your rib cage expand a little bit. Workaholic. The sound went forward. It didn't get trapped in. Workaholic. Now here's the fun exercise that I wanted to show you today. We are going to count numbers and exhale numbers 5 at a time. Why numbers? Because you're all good at numbers. If you weren't good at numbers, you would have lost all your money by now. So I'm going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So when I did 1 through 5, I did it in one exhalation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be very similar to a short thought unit in English. Sometimes we hold our breath after 5 and continue exhaling on 6 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now on that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I was slowly exhaling till there was nothing left in my lungs. And then at the end of 10, I can breathe again for 1 or 2 seconds before I do 11 through 20. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 was the high point in my sentence or in my thought unit, right? I went up and I got to the top at 5, and then I started going down for 6 through 10. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this time when we do it, let's even highlight 10 to show that, hey, we're done with this sentence. So 10 is going to have a little bump up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, we don't want to swallow our numbers. We want it to be very smooth and coming freely out of our mouth. So swallowing might sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you feel how I'm swallowing them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like I'm being apologetic for speaking. Let the numbers spill out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When that gets easier for you, let's do 1 through 7 and then 8 through 14, or 1 through 10 and then 10 through 20. How long can you hold your breath or keep air inside of you and slowly exhale before you need to take another breath? Okay, let's do 1 through 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good. So let's practice one more time the counting. Let's do 1 through 8 and 9 through 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you could keep going, by the way. But just practice it like that because you're not thinking so hard about the numbers. And then later you can apply that technique to actual sentences. Now let's try saying these numbers smoothly, but with personality. You can feel different because sometimes when you speak, you have different emotions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My student practiced these exercises and then tried saying that same sentence again. I'll do it first. Bill doesn't have a job, and he still lives with his parents, even though he's 35 years old. So that's divided into 3 sections. The first 2 go up because they're unfinished thoughts, and the last section goes down because it's finished. Bill doesn't have a job. I go up a little bit on job because we're not done with the sentence. Bill doesn't have a job, and he still lives with his parents. Again, I go up a little at the end of parents. I'm still not done with the sentence. And he still lives with his parents, even though he's 35 years old. Coming down at the end of old. Let's listen to my student.
Bill doesn't have a job and he still lives with his parents, even though he's 35 years old. 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 Even though he's 35 years old.
Notice how he's much more connected now. Practice smooth counting and long breaths of air with the repetition audio practice.